Hello and welcome to making Sprue Goo, the answer to every modeller's question, why have I got a raging headache? Probably because I've been breathing this stuff in. Beep, 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 beep. Now, have you ever bought something and wondered, why did I buy that? Because I'm thinking that right now. I've actually just thought of an idea. I've just thought of a good idea. Once it's painted, I could put it on my wife's pillow before she wakes up. Just as long as I remember to remove all the sharp objects from the house first, though. But anyway. So anyway, back to Sprue Goo. Just like to say thanks for watching and have fun. Now, when your Tamiya Extra Thin is running low, Sprue Goo is its destiny. Gather up all your plastic shavings. This pot was just from one Ultramarines bolter. Also gather up any scrap plastic, usually Games Workshop parts, and just drop them into your Tamiya Extra Thin. If the parts don't fit in the bottleneck, just scrape some plastic off of the sprues. If you don't mind waiting for your Sprue Goo to be made, just chuck in larger pieces. They will all clump together, so stirring them is a good idea. Personally, I do keep checking the mix, adding a little bit more plastic each time until I'm happy with the result. Bearing in mind that shavings will melt almost instantly and larger pieces will take all night. I usually stop when the Sprue Goo starts acting like honey. If it's too runny, it won't stay where you put it, and if it's too thick, you've made plastic. I find a 50-50 mix seems to work well, but you can always add more Tamiya Extra Thin if you've gone too thick. Producing Sprue Goo will also upset your VOC meter. So if you think this spider is scary, the invisible volatile organic compounds you're breathing in are much scarier. Do not make this stuff unless your room is well ventilated, and you'll probably still get a headache from breathing this stuff in anyway. I managed to damage this cute little spider, not knowing how to repair it, but I realised Sprue Goo to the rescue. To use Sprue Goo, it's best to apply more than you actually need onto the area you want to fix. This stuff is insanely sticky, so don't worry about it coming off. Although I'm happening to use this on an arachnid, Sprue Goo is best used in gaps in seam lines. Also, as you can see, a fan is always running in my room to try and dispel all of the smells. I'm also demonstrating that it's impossible to sculpt with this stuff, so it's best just to let it dry on its own and then just sand or scrape the excess off afterwards. So worrying about poor Games Workshop sculpts and moulds not fitting together properly are a thing of the past. Where's the fun in the hobby if you don't have to finish their job for them? After batch priming a lot of models I'm going to paint, a little bit of cleanup is all that's needed. I hate spiders, so why did I buy this? Oh no, hang on, there's a big problem. Please don't be a defect in my 3D print. Oh, no, we're good. It would have been a shame to throw that model away. Oh no, hang on, I mean my friend would be really upset if I printed this for him and it wasn't quite right. Thanks again and have fun!